One of the reasons that we really kind of changed our customer profile for the marketing agency and who we take on is it actually comes down to commitment, and it's been frustrating. And I know like on LinkedIn I'm connected with quite a few agency owners, and so if you guys have had this experience, please like let me know in the comments, because I really would be interested in this. But here's what I saw was smaller startups, smaller size businesses, you know, they put like 10 or 20 bucks in a day on marketing, and then they give up after a month because it's not working. And, you know, which is, you know, whatever, like, you know, $300 to $600 a month. Yet at the same time, they will go home every month and they will pay $1,000, $1,200 into their mortgage with the idea that hopefully in 30 years that investment may have doubled. And it's just this mismatch and this mindset that's so broken that, you know, they'll put in like, you know, sort of $10 or $20 a day and go, well, I'm not sure if I want to keep this up. But at the very same time, they'll also go to their coffee shop every day and they'll spend 10 bucks on lunch or something with absolutely no return whatsoever. And so this is just a video I wanted to make just about the differences. Like, so if you're a business, you know, right now who's like, well, I don't know if I can spend $500 a month, that's going to do more for your business than you are going to spend anywhere else in your personal life. And, you know, back when I was in the early days of the agency, you know, we used to charge a lot, even right at the beginning. Our initial entry price was $1,800 a month when we first started, and this was years ago. And so I'd often get the pushback, because back then we were just targeting every man and his dog. I'd get the pushback of like, oh, that's too expensive, and so I would actually ask them, how much do you pay on your mortgage? And, you know, it would be like, some would tell me, you know, in all fairness, not everybody did. Normally I get hung up at that point, but, you know, they would say, oh, you know, it's like $1,000. And I'm like, you're paying that with absolutely no guarantee that you're even going to recoup your investment. Because bearing in mind, if your house is 300 grand, over 30 years, you haven't paid 300 grand, you've probably paid closer to 600 or 700 grand. I said, so you pay that, but you literally could put that money today into the business and you could make that money back 3 times over. And pretty much most paid advertising, when you do it right, you're going to get at least double your money back. So if you put in $1,000, you're going to get $2,000 back. That's huge. Like, there's very few things you can't, like even stocks and shares and so forth, you can't get that kind of return. Now, the excuse everybody uses at that point is like, well, I don't know if it's really got that, you know, and I don't, and they're not sure. But it's, when advertising's done right, it will return at least twice your investment. Traditionally, I've seen on Facebook, I've seen it go up to like, you know, a 9-to-1 ROI, which is crazy, really. The idea you can spend $1 and get $9 back is insane. Google AdWords, I've seen 1-to-6 done regularly. So it's, you know, and it's strange, because it's like one of the things that I faced with smaller businesses was trying to get them to go beyond $500 a month was crazy. You know, they'd be paying us $1,800 and then they would spend $600 on the marketing. And I'm like, you really are not using us, oops, just dropped my phone. You're really not using us to the best extent. So it's just a strange thing. So I guess I'm just saying, if you're a business out there and, you know, you're spending $500-600 a month, you're playing at it. You really are, and you should be spending a lot more than that. You know, I saw a great article recently, and it talks about spending about 25% of your revenue should be your marketing budget. So that's a lot. So if you're turning over $100K a month, they're about you spending between $12,000 and $25,000 a month on marketing. That's actually a good price. Now, if your profit margins don't allow that, you obviously then have to do some deeper soul searching about what's going on. But in essence, you've got to put that money in. It still amazes me that in 2019, I'm still seeing people go, how do I advertise my business for free? And yes, you can put content marketing, and you'll know I'm a big proponent of that. I think putting information out there is good. At the end of the day, you still got to pay to get it above the noise. So if if you've increased your marketing spend this year, put it in the comments below. I'd love to know if you're happy to share the type of amounts that you actually spend on advertising. That would be cool to know. Really, anything that can kind of help people understand the importance of paid marketing in addition to content marketing. I think content marketing, I don't think the two are mutually exclusive anymore. I think if you have content marketing, that's great. You need to have paid content. You need to be paying to boost that content. And vice versa. You can't just have content marketing because nobody sees it. And so it's, like I said, leave those comments below. I really am interested to see what's working for you guys. It's just a video I wanted to make just along that lines of, it's just a point of frustration to see a lot of businesses fail because not enough people know about them, and the reason not enough people know about them is because they don't get out to enough people. All right, thanks.